guys, Joanna coming in. We have another battle replay here today of Rome 2. It's a 3v3 siege. We have 3 armies of Seleucids attacking a settlement that is being defended by Kush, Lusitani, and Macedon. Let's get over some of the army comps real quick. We have the first Seleucid army here being commanded by Zesty. He has brought with him 4 units of thorax swords, 3 units of the silver shield swordsmen, which one of them actually being his general. He's got 2 units of the silver shield pikemen here. He has 4 units of the Syrian archers, 1 unit of his Greek ballista. He's got an Asdat knights unit, heavy, really tough cavalry unit, very tough cavalry unit. He also has a couple of units of royal peltasts, I believe. I mean, all 3 of them are Seleucid, so I tried the best to get them, to announce them who is who, basically. Second Seleucid army here, we have the mighty Gatto. He has brought with him 5 units of thorax swords, 4 units of royal peltasts. He also has 3 units of hillmen, 4 units of Syrian archers, 1 ballista, and his general is a silver shield swordsman. The final attacking army over here is, again, Seleucid, being commanded by Alpha X Warchief. He actually has brought with him 8 units of the thorax swords, 2 units of pikemen. He's got 1 unit of citizen cavalry, 3 units of silver shield swordsmen. As you can see, all of them are pretty much blocked up behind his towers. 4 units of Syrian archers, and he also has brought with him 1 unit of the Greek ballista. Getting into the defending armies, actually, we'll start with Kush way over here. Kush is being commanded by Gringer, or Ginger, I should say. He actually has brought with him 4 units of swordsmen, 7 units of Shoto warriors, 2 units of the Kushite pikes, 1 unit of slave infantry, 4 units of the Kushite royal archers, 1 onager, and his general is a royal bodyguard, or Kushite royal guard, I should say. Getting into the Lusitani army, who is being commanded by Gandalf. Gandalf's actually the guy that sent the replay in, so Gandalf, thank you again for another replay here. He has brought with him 6 units of veteran shield warriors, 4 units of the Lusitani nobles, one of them being his general, 3 units of Iberian swordsmen, 2 units of guerrillas, actually right out over here, outside of the walls. He has also brought with him 4 units of the Balearic slingers, and he also has 1 unit of the Scutari cavalry, actually way over here on the gate, getting ready for, I'm going to assume, some sort of a sally out. And the final defending army, we have Macedon. Macedon is being commanded by, I don't even know how to say your name, dude, so I'm just going to say Zdravk Odoikian. I guess that's how you say your name. I apologize if I say it wrong. He has brought with him 4 units of the Thurios spears, 3 units of Cretan archers, 2 units of thorax swords, 1 unit of the slingers, 5 units of hoplites, 2 units of foot companions, 2 units of Thessalian cavalry, which is a heavy shock cavalry, and his general is a unit of the shield bearers. So without further ado, little over 37 minutes in this replay, so we'll just press play and get things starting to move here. First Seleucid army, he's using 1, 2, 3 of his towers and 1 tortoise. We do have some fire coming in from the Lusitani ballista here. Let's see what they're trying to shoot at. Ooh, getting some shots in onto the Greek ballista here. That could be very helpful if he's able to take out this ballista unit. Ooh, shot in onto the general. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the unit of Asdat Knights. Down 6 men on that one shot there. Here comes the flaming shots now. Ooh, big shot. I think that's the explosive ammo, because you can see a lot of guys got knocked down, but they only lost 1 man. Good shot in onto this Greek ballista here. Little bouncing shot. Did that make any damage? No, it did not. More shots. Actually, took out one of the ballistas here. The Syrian archer unit has lost 3 so far. Everything else looks pretty safe. He's pulling his ballista crew off of the ballistas, which makes sense, but I mean, if he just keeps shooting, if Lusitani just keeps shooting, they will be able to take out the ballistas themselves. Ooh, bounce shot. No. Another little bump shot into that ballista there. Another man of the archer unit has died. Let's see what he's shooting at now. Actually, I think he's just trying to shoot at the ballista crew themselves. Do have a unit of the Scutari cavalry here for Lusitani has made their way out onto this Seleucid army's right side here. Starting to see some of the Silver Shield swordsmen move out of the way. Thorax swordsmen making their way over as well. Let's check and see how everybody else is doing. This Seleucid army is not moving, and it looks like Alpha's army is only moving up one tortoise currently with a unit of his hillmen. He has also moved his unit of citizens cavalry over on the side here. Oh, he's got his ballista here. And, he's probably going to try and shoot up at this wall. Just to give you guys a little heads up about this settlement in particular. This hill obviously is very passable all the way around over to here. The town center is there. So if you guys can find a way to knock down any of these walls here, that will give you a much easier way, or another way, I should say, of getting into the settlement, as this choke point is very difficult to get through, and obviously this choke point over here would be very difficult to get through as well. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so the guerrillas actually have been noticed by a unit of the citizen cavalry over here. Citizen cavalry has charged in. They're actually down 11 men already. Guerrilla warrior, this unit is down to 116. This unit is still at 120 solid. Guerrilla warriors look like they're trying to maybe come around and get into a flank on this cavalry. Citizen cavalry is getting chewed up, though. These guerrilla warriors are doing a fantastic job getting a big pila volley into the citizen cavalry as they're trying to pull away. I don't think there's any other cavalry. Oh, no, they still have the Azat Knights. Azat Knights are actually making their way out. Maybe the Scutari cavalry is a target for them, or maybe they're just moving over there to keep an eye on them. But here comes the Macedonian heavy shock cavalry. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad because there's no cavalry over here really to defend other than the Azat Knights. We do see the Silver Shield pikemen and the general starting to move back. Probably gonna make a nice little defense here around these Syrian archers. Still does have his ballista crew, and they only did lose one of the ballistas, so that is still a viable resource for them to use. Guerrilla warriors are just mauling this unit of citizen cavalry. Citizen cavalry is now gone. How many men are still in it? 2 men left, completely broken off of the battlefield. So this could be a big problem for this Seleucid player. He's actually got his tortoise up on the wall here, 93% damage for that. Thorax swordsman up on the wall with this tower. 2 other units here. 1 unit of Thorax swordsman actually getting wrecked by fantastic pila volleys and really great archer fire here. So this Thorax swordsman unit not going to live much longer. Silver Shield swordsmen have made it up onto the walls, and they are already down 10 men there. Getting some volleys, unintended volleys over the wall into this unit. This unit has lost 4 already. Thorax swordsman, second Thorax swordsman unit still doing rather well. Let's see what we're doing over here. So we do have the Azat Knights that came out. They are charged into the Scutari cavalry. Pretty close battle there. Was saying combat is even. The Azat Knights are pulling back, though. Oh no, unit here, Thessalian cavalry is getting wrecked. Absolutely destroyed by these 4 units of Syrian archers. So well done there. One of the wow, that's rough. That is very rough to see. Anybody else really starting to move? I do see. Yeah, these tortoises over here are finally starting to move forward for the mighty Gado's army. He's got 3 units of his helmet on that. He's actually pulled this unit of Thorax swordsmen off of this tortoise. And in motion over here for Alpha. His tower did make it. His tortoise did make it up to the wall, but as you can see, they did not survive very long. They got pretty much killed. So, but he does have a breach on this side. His ballista is pulling back. They did make a breach through the town center wall here, though. So that is something that could be worrisome for the defenders. Let's get back over to where the actual combat is going on. Still, oh no, we do have a couple of units now making their way through the breach point. Royal Peltast and a unit of Thorax swordsmen have come through. Kushite pikes here and veteran shield warriors tasked to defend this breach point, which I don't think they're going to have a very difficult time doing because all of the archers are back here. Actually, Scutari cavalry, wow, Scutari cavalry here for Lusitani getting back behind the rear lines of this Seleucid army, getting into his archers now. These archers are taking some serious losses. This unit looks like they're going to get routed. Scutari cavalry here, still 24 men left in that unit, but the Thessalian cavalry is making their way in. These archers are not going to last unless they can get some infantry over here. Maybe this Azat Knights unit over here. This unit of cavalry is going to die. Yeah, big charge right into the meat of this unit. Numbers just dropping very quickly down to 67 men. Now, pikes are still pulling back here. Unit of archers is pulling back as well. I'm sorry, 2 units of archers are pulling back. Thessalian cavalry is not stopping, though. They are still moving forward. They do also have the 2 units of guerrillas here that could absolutely come in and do some damage. Scutari cavalry, unfortunately, is going to be routed off of the battlefield, but the Thessalian cavalry is getting good kills in onto this Syrian archer unit. That archer unit is now gone. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to charge. Oh, thank God they didn't charge. Actually, another free unit of archers here. As that knight's kind of just standing there as there's another unit of their archers getting charged into. Finally, the Azat Knights are now making their way back over to try and halt up the Thessalian cavalry, but I don't think, even the Azat Knights are not going to do very well here. We do also have the 2 units of the guerrilla warriors starting to make their way to this small little defensive front here by the Seleucid army. Let's get back over onto this side, see what we're doing. So Mighty Gado does have 3 of his tortoises up on the walls doing some damage, 46% there, 46% there, and 15% here. Alpha is moving up 2 of his tortoises on this side here, just about to get to the walls. He's not even trying to make his way through into this area, which makes sense. Completely makes sense. Got all of his units here blobbed up behind his towers. Is there really anything that they need to worry about? Not really. There's no artillery over here, so they don't really need to be doing this. Not sure why he's doing that. Mighty Gado, though, is definitely making a big push. So Hillmen here have knocked down these 2 sections of wall. This section of wall has been knocked down, but they are getting hit pretty good here by some Pila volleys. Hillmen are pulling to the sides. Heavier troops are now making their way up. Thorax swordsmen here, getting ready to maybe move in. See how Alpha is doing over here. He's got one of the breaches here made. Thorax swordsman getting hit by archer towers. This Thorax swordsman unit is now making their way into this breach point as well, taking some losses. Let's shoot back over here, see what... Oh, what is this? We have a unit of Silver Shield swordsmen that came through somewhere. Maybe they came along this tower and came down. Came along this wall and came down into the Lusitani noble general, who's actually down 9 men so far. But yeah, Silver Shield swordsmen are being routed off of the battlefield here. See how the wall is being defended. Kushite pikes moving forward. Thorax swordsman unit here severely depleted. Both of these units severely depleted here. Nothing really coming from over here. Cavalry still out over here. How well are they doing? Thessalian cavalry, let's check their number. 129 kills. 129 kills, and a lot of those were archers. Yeah, he still does have 3 units of his archers, but 2 of them are really beaten up. 45 men and 46 men left in that. This one still has 71 left, though. The guerrilla warriors getting into the mix, though. We have another unit of guerrilla warriors chasing down some of these Syrian heavy archers. I'm not sure where the citizen cavalry is going. Hope they're not trying to just chase off these remaining routed Thessalian cavalry there. Guerrilla warriors, though, now getting a charge in against them, against some citizen cavalry, but they have gotten into the combat with this unit of Syrian archers, so this Syrian archer unit is still losing men. So very well done on a very, very minute sally out here and guerrilla deployment. They did a lot of damage to this army. A lot of damage to this army. His attack on this wall has been completely shut down by Kush. So very well done by Kush, Lusitani, and Macedon, basically making this army on this side currently obsolete at the moment. He's pulling his forces way far back. Way, way, way far back. Let's get back over here, see what Alpha and Mighty Gado are doing. Like I said, the breach points have been made. Units are charging in here. The unit of Hillmen are wavering. They are routing currently. We have another unit of Hillmen that are starting to waver. Some of the heavier troops now making their way in. Thorax swordsmen, 3 units of Thorax swordsmen here, currently being held up by the unit of Hoplites, unit of Thorax swordsmen. More Hoplites here. Thurio spears. This this breach is well defended. A unit of Thorax swordsmen and a unit of hoplites there. So very well done so far on the beginning of this defense. I mean, this Seleucid army still does have a lot of units, but they're all really depleted. Actually, he did grab his ballista crew, got them back onto the ballista, so they're going to start moving them. It looks like they're just going to start moving over to meet up with their allies on this side. So far, this initial attack, though, from Alpha and Mighty Gato doesn't seem like they're really doing very well, but, okay, Alpha is now sending up all 4 of his units of archers, probably going to come over and just start volleying into the flanks of some of these thorax swordsmen and the hoplites here for Macedon. Macedon does have a unit of his Rhodian slingers making their way up onto this wall. It's broken here, but they still might be able to get some shots in onto this thorax swordsman unit. Might be able to still get some volleys across. We'll have to see what goes on with that. Yeah, Alpha is bringing the remains of his army out. 2 of his units of Syrian archers are here firing across the walls, like I thought, into the backs and flanks of these Thurio spears and hoplite unit here. Unit of Hillman back here kind of caught up in these stakes. That sucks. I mean, they're broken, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh. Artillery fire coming from the Macedonian Greek ballista up on that second wall there. Not getting any actual kills, though. Does not seem that any of these units have been affected by the fire. Oh, shot his own tower. That's not good. It's only 5%. Not a big deal. We do have a unit of the Syrian archers making their way inside the settlement. Are they out of ammo already? No, they still have their bows out. Maybe probably a misclick, or maybe he does not have them on the guard mode. Do have a unit of Thurio spears that have routed off of this front line, though, so Macedon is starting to move some more units up. And with this Seleucid army, no, he's still sitting way back over there, but he does have his units moving. Looks like he is, in fact, going to meet up with his allies over there. I would say that this Kush amount of units that are over here for Kush really isn't necessary. He's probably going to start moving some units up over here to back up Macedon and Lusitani on this side. See, have they tried to attack this section here? Do see some men dead down here in the wall, but I think these are just more hillmen here. I see the axes, and it looks like those are just hillmen. So far the defense is going very well for Macedon and Lusitani on this side. Oh, we do have a unit of Thurio spears that have just routed off of the battlefield. Unit of swordsmen now starting to take some fire from some of the Syrian archers here. Oh no, they're still firing at this unit of swordsmen that broke. Might want to change your target here. Firing at useless men, wasting ammunition pretty much. This unit of swordsmen here tasked to hold this breach point so far, but they do have more units behind them. They have a couple of units of the swordsmen here, some more of the Thurio spears, a couple of units of the veteran shield warriors up over here. Not sure what's going on with this unit of the Balearic slingers here. They're kind of, looks like they're having a little bit of a mosh pit going on up on that wall. So yeah, the initial defense, like I said, is going rather well. We do have a unit of the Thorax pikemen in here now, taking on a unit of hoplites. Oh, we've got a break in the line. Actually, a unit of the Thurio spears broke. One of the units of Thorax swordsmen is able to get in now. Looks like they're just going to come in right behind this unit of Thorax swordsmen that are currently in combat. So the Seleucid Thorax swordsman will technically get a charge bonus or an attack bonus on that unit. Another unit of hoplites here starting to break. So this defense on this side starting to crumble down a little bit. Very well done by Seleucid players here. Unit of swordsmen making their way over, but they're getting wrecked. Wow, a lot of numbers just dropped right there. These units of Syrian archers doing a very good job. Swordsmen here for Kush have charged into the Thorax swordsman unit, but swordsmen are not going to hold up very well against these Thorax swordsmen. Another unit of Thorax swordsmen making their way through this breach point, though we do have some swordsmen here, a couple more units of Thurio spears making their way up. Balearic slingers look like they are attempting to get up onto the wall, which could be good. They'd be able to get some really good shots down onto these Syrian archers. Thorax swordsmen that broke through this breach here, charging in. Swordsman units charging into them. Let's see how we're doing on this side. Unit of Thorax swordsmen here from Macedon starting to break as the archer volleys continue to just fire up over the walls here, getting some really good kills by these Syrian heavy archers here. I'm pretty sure those are Alpha's archers. See what Gato's archers are doing. That says that they are firing. They are firing back over here into a couple of the units of the mercenary Cretan archers here from Macedon. One unit is already routed off of the battlefield. 28 men left in that unit. Let's get into some of the combat here. Not really a little combat. Actually, a unit of the pikemen here from Macedon are pulling back. Pretty sure that's a unit of the foot companions. And yeah, okay, so Seleucids have now essentially taken this front corner of the wall. 2 units of hoplites still holding. One of them is now breaking. This unit of thorax swordsmen is breaking as well. Thorax swordsmen on this side for Seleucid were starting to waver, but they have composed themselves. They're trying to make their way through this point. No, they are not. Still not trying to make their way through this point. Balearic slingers getting further up onto the wall. They're going to start firing down onto these Syrian heavy archers. Well done. Well done there by Lusitani. Going to start getting some really good kills onto this unit of Syrian archers. Syrian archers are starting to pull a little bit to the left there, it looks like. The second unit of Syrian archers are going to move up. Probably just going to continue volleying up over the wall into the backs and flanks of these Thurios spear units here from Macedon. But there are still a ton of defenders, and Kush is now moving over here. Oh! Unit of citizen cavalry here for Seleucid starting to make their break towards the breach point here. But they are going to be met by 2 units of Shotel warriors. 2 more units of Shotel warriors backing them up. This cavalry unit is not going to survive. They're probably going to get a good charge in. Actually, no, not even really that great of a charge because of how close the breach point is. So well done there by Kush bringing up these units. Unit of the Shotel warriors are going to come right around, probably flanking onto the side of this unit of citizen cavalry. Citizen cavalry is going to get, yeah, they're going to get destroyed. Watching the numbers just quickly drop, quickly drop, quickly drop. Fighting 4 units of Shotel warriors and also the archer tower getting shots in. That unit is starting to waver. Will be gone off the battlefield. Kushite Royal Guard General still sitting over here. We do have another unit of veteran shield warriors. But yeah, these units can all pretty much move back over onto this side, as this is where the attack now is going to be happening on this settlement. Do have some Syrian archer fire coming in onto some of the Rhodian slingers up on the wall. Mercenary Cretan archers here for Macedon getting their fire back. Firing into a couple of units of the Syrian archers here, are they? Nope, firing into units that have broken. A unit of thorax pikemen have now broken here for Seleucid. So this side here is being defended pretty well. Unit of foot companions have made their way up. There's 65 men left in that unit there, 52 kills total. Hoplites still holding strong. Kushite pikes have made their way up here as well. Units of Iberian swordsmen here for Lusitani. Do have the Macedonian general up close and personal. Front lines here, trying to keep the morale for his men up. African onager has now made his way over here. I only see 2 of the onagers though. Where are the other 2? Probably stuck on a building somewhere. It's unfortunate that happens sometimes. So we did have the final Seleucid army. He has now made his way all the way across the battlefield to meet up with his allies. Thorax pikemen, silver shield pikemen, silver shield swordsmen, thorax, silver shield. Oh, looks like they are actually going to try and make some sort of headway into the breach over here. No, going to charge straight over. All of these archers out of ammunition. They are. That's rough. 3 units of Syrian archers completely out of ammunition, charging into a unit of depleted swordsmen that had routed, came out of the wall over here and recollected themselves. These swordsmen should not have a difficult time killing these Syrian archers. One of the units is already losing decisively. Unit losing, and it says this larger unit of Syrian archers is combat even, but they are still losing men here. Along with the archer tower firing into the backs of these 3 units, now 2 units of Syrian archers. I don't think these archers are going to do very well. Plus, if need be, even if this Kush swordsman starts losing, this unit of hoplites can easily just come out here and kill these 2 units of archers. So right now the defense is being held. 2 units of Thurio spears, a unit of depleted swordsmen on this side. Over here we have a lot of archer fire coming in here actually. Syrian heavy archers straight across shots into some of these Kushite pikes. Kushite pikes down to 27 men in that unit. This unit is down to 37 men, and they've turned their backs, starting to get some peel volleys in. More archer fire coming in. This unit of pikes is going to break. Might need to start moving up a couple more units. Yes, just as I said that. 2 units of Iberian swordsmen making their way up to challenge this unit of thorax swordsmen. Kushite pikes have now been routed. Second unit of Kushite pikes here just out in the open. They're just going to get destroyed. Hoplites here, foot companions there. We do have a unit of Royal Peltasts now making their way into the settlement. And just as sure as they came in, that unit of Kushite pikes has been routed. What is still on this side for Kush? So he does have his 4 units of Shotel warriors that he left over on this side. They are making their way over here to continue helping up with the defense. So veteran shield warriors there for Lusitani. Unit of the Royal Guard General for Kush is still hanging out over there as well. A lot of archer fire going back and forth. Unit of Syrian heavy archers taking some really good volleys in. Thorax swordsmen are also getting shot at as they are running through. They do have the shield on the correct side though, so they're probably not going to take that many losses. Kushite Royal Archers getting fired upon. These 2 units of Kushite Royal Archers getting some really good shots. Balearic Slingers here, are they out of ammunition? They are out of ammunition. They are just another line of defense. But the unit of Balearic Slingers up on the wall here getting some fantastic shots down onto this unit of Thorax Swordsmen. Half the unit is just standing there. I don't know if this was maybe a misclick, but they're not really fighting. They're getting ready to throw their Pila volleys, throwing them into some of the Thorio Spears here. This unit of Thorio Spears is wavering, but it's okay. The defenders do have a ton of infantry still here to plug any sort of gap that comes out. And yeah, I thought so. The hoplite unit did go out there, help the swordsmen finish off those 2 units of the Syrian archers out there. I'm just going to get into some more of the combat here, just let you guys take a look.
Get out!
Lot of dead so far. A lot of dead just in this front part of the settlement. Very, wow. A lot of dead there. What is this? Unit of the Iberian swordsmen getting ready to fire their Pila volleys into this unit of Thorax swordsmen. And just look at the deaths. Look at the deaths there. This unit is just getting destroyed. They are not facing the correct direction, I should say. So they're actually getting hit by this unit of Iberian swordsmen from the front and this unit of Iberian swordsmen from the side. Ooh. That's rough. Very rough. So the 4 units of the Shotel warriors have now finally made their way all the way over here. Syrian archers in combat again. To me, this is just throwing this unit of archers away. I mean, I know they're out of ammunition and it's just Syrian archers, but could have been used to back up somewhere else instead of just charging into some Shotel warriors. They were trying to catch up to this unit of Rhodian slingers, but once they saw the Shotel warriors making their way over, this unit of Syrian archers could have pulled back and maybe been used in a different direction. Shotel warriors now charging in onto the flank of this unit of Thorax swordsmen, Iberian swordsmen here holding them up. Did hear some artillery fire, yes. So Alpha is bringing his artillery through the wall here, getting some shots off onto the defenders' units back over here. I'm not sure where. Guessing maybe they're firing at these 2 units of Shotel warriors back here as they are wrapping up this unit of Syrian archers there. Pikes are now making their way in here. Thorax pikemen here. Royal Peltasts. We have 4 units of Royal Peltasts here and 1 unit of Thorax pikemen. Do have the one of the Seleucid generals here, Silver Shield swordsman inside the settlement. Artillery shots coming in. Some of them are really missing off their mark though. Probably would be better off for them to be using manual fire in this area. Greek ballista still continuing to move forward. So the Seleucid forces, I mean, they do still have a decent amount of troops left. They have a lot of flags still left, I should say, of infantry-wise. But the defenders have a lot more infantry just sitting back here waiting in the wings. Kush General still kind of hanging out way over there. I mean, he could be useful somewhere, as the attackers don't have any more cavalry, so they could absolutely, Kush General could absolutely be a massive help. We do have some of the Iberian swordsmen charging into Thorax pikemen. Unit of Royal Peltasts now charging in. This Iberian swordsman did get a good initial charge in onto the Thorax pikemen, as the pikemen are still losing men, but now the pikes are down. These guys are going to start getting pushed back. Kushite archers are firing into the Thorax pikemen now, though. That's good. What is this? The artillery is moving up really close, actually, getting some good shots in onto these. Ooh, good rip through there on that unit of Kushite archers. Only lost 4 men on that one. But now as these Lusitani nobles are making their way over, they're starting to get hit. Another shot coming over here into these Shotel warriors that are just sitting back here. The other artillery piece getting some good shots in onto these units of Shotel warriors over here. So, interesting usage of the artillery for the Seleucid attackers so far. But I'm going to say that this artillery is probably almost out of ammunition, because I'm pretty sure that's the one that knocked down this wall section over here. Does not look like they're going to be able to actually get to use that breach, though. I mean, the defenders are doing a fantastic job of just clogging up these streets. Seleucid is starting to move his pikemen forward here. He's got his ballista still here, but they're not firing. I guess they're out of ammunition now. Kush forces pushing forward here. A little less than 10 minutes left in this battle. Thorax pikemen now getting littered by archer fire here. This unit of silver shield pikemen down 10 men. Thorax pikemen are getting hit pretty good. Actually, are they going to be able to get a good... Yes, this unit of Royal Kushite archers out of ammunition getting an okay side charge in onto this unit of silver shield pikemen. Not that the archers are really going to do very much. You have a unit of Royal Peltast here. I think this is about as far in as the attackers have made it so far. One lone unit of Royal Peltast is starting to get cut down by a couple of units of the Shotel warriors here. This unit of Royal Kushite archers have stopped attacking the pikes and are now helping this unit kill this unit of the Royal Peltast here. So yeah, so far this defense is going fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Actually, we have a unit of the Veteran Shield warriors. They've made their way out here, getting into a unit of undefended Syrian archers. They've done a serious number on this unit, this Greek ballista here as well. Well done there by Lusitani, sneaking a unit out. I'm guessing he might have used this breach point that came across, getting into yet another unit of Syrian archers here for the attackers. So what does the attacker still have as far as ranged is concerned? They have one unit here that still has ammunition. Looks like these two units still have ammunition. Yes, so they have 3 units of archers left to try and get through all of this infantry here. Don't really know how well that's going to go. Unit of Silver Shield pikemen out of position, getting rear charged by a unit of Shotel warriors. And there they go, unit of the pikemen here. Silver Shield pikemen. Oh, that is rough. That is that's a solid unit, and they are expensive. I'm pretty sure they're expensive. So unfortunate for them to be out of position like that and getting pretty much killed from behind. Other units of pikemen here getting... they are currently taking on a couple of units of the Shotel warriors. Do have the Balearic slingers here for Lusitani, getting some really good flanking shots in onto these other units of pikemen. 3 units of pikemen on this side for the attackers, and they are just getting beaten down. I mean, they're doing well, they're holding, but they're just getting hit really hard by this Balearic slinger fire. Let's see what kind of a push we have going on over here. Unit of hoplites here. Shotel warriors. We do have a unit of foot companions making their way up on this side, though. There are no pikes. One unit of Silver Shield pikemen there. Do have the general here hitting off a couple of abilities, raise banner and rally here, trying to keep the morale up for his troops. Just don't know how well they're going to do. I mean, the pikeman unit for the attackers are over here. The defenders' pikes are on this side, so it is kind of even on either side. Let's get another little snapshot there. Oh, Silver Shield pikemen are pulling away from combat on this side. Greek ballista down to 1 ballista in this unit. This unit is going to break very soon. What is going on here? Where is this ballista going? Are they going to just try and move up and get some more shots in onto the reinforcements here? We do want to have one of the Seleucid generals on this side taking on a unit of veteran shield warriors. Second unit of Royal Peltast now making their way through the breach of the wall here. Well done there. Good peel volley off onto these Balearic Slingers. Balearic Slingers are going to have to run. Royal Peltas now in behind the lines of the defenders, so that is very well done. Good rip through there, probably killing some of his own men as well, but getting some good shots in onto these Shotel warriors. Foot companions now are getting charged in from behind by this unit of Royal Peltas, which is not good to see. This hoplite unit is losing. Foot companion says losing slightly, but still holding. They are still holding here so far, but they are going to be the final unit on this side to hold. Veteran Shield Warriors making their way up again. See how this combat is going over here. It's Veteran Shield Warrior General 89. Silver Shield Swordsman Unit 89. The Veteran Shield Warriors with 86. So pretty good battle going on that side. Kush General, I saw his flag getting a charge in. I think he charged in onto some pikemen, which is not a good idea. He probably is aware of that. I think he was maybe trying to sneak them through the gate there, because you do see these 3 units of archers completely undefended by the attacking armies. Kush General is going to pull back, though. Pikes over on this side look like they have been destroyed. We do have some Balearic Slinger fire coming across, getting into the rear of some of the Silver Shield Swordsmen on this side. Well done by Lusitani again, getting some really good fire in onto those sides. Do have the Macedonian General up over here protecting this breach point. Wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and just sandwiches this Silver Shield Swordsman General, who again, all by himself over there. Now there's Silver Shield Swordsman General trying to make his way through this breach. Looks like they're not entirely sure what they want to do. Are they going to pull back out of that breach point, which makes sense. Where did the Kush General go? He's still sitting right there. Okay, good. I'd like to try and keep an eye on the... Oh, look at this! So we have Greek Ballista being used to push through this unit of Shotel warriors. That is unfortunate to see, but the defenders have now finished off this line of Silver Shield pikemen over here. Do have a couple of units of Lusitani nobles that have made their way up. Greek Ballista is going to start losing numbers very quickly. Silver Shield Swordsman here trying to take on a unit of Shotel warriors and these 2 units of the Lusitani nobles. Kushite General did push up and hit an ability there. Do have a rally ability that was used. Both units of the Greek Ballistas here for Seleucids are out of ammunition. They are pushing forward. They're going to get routed. One of the units is already routed. We have the African Onager for Kush making their way up. That makes sense to me. And, okay, Kush General is on the move. Where is he going to go? I wonder. He's just going to come right out here. Yes. Kushite Royal Guard General going to come out here. Does this archer unit still have ammo? They do. This unit does not. That unit does not have any ammunition. Where is the Kushite General going? Looks like he's just going to go around. Oh, he's maybe going to try and get into these archers. Do these archers have ammo? They do still have ammunition there. Breaking the 1 unit of archers that had no ammunition. Macedonian General did in fact pull out. These 2 units of Seleucid Generals are in a bad way. Surrounded by Lusitani nobles, Veteran Shield Warriors, and the Macedonian Shield Bearers. One of the Seleucid Generals now starting to waver. 11 men left in that unit. The other Seleucid General here with 56 men left. Kush General did get into the unit of archers that were back there, wrecking them. So more archers just being lost here by Seleucid. Do have the other Seleucid General here going to come out. He's going to maybe try and come out and catch up to this unit of cavalry, but they are not going to catch this unit. Did get a good peel volley off though. Killed a couple of men, and the attackers do have this tower. So these this Kushite Royal Guard General is losing some men as they're running along the wall. Second Silver Shield Swordsman General has now been routed. And with 1:20 left in this battle, very successful defense. The attackers barely made it. I think they made it up to maybe about here on this side of the settlement. And over here, a side of sneaking 1 or 2 units in. I think the furthest they made it was maybe here. So very, very, very strong defense by the defenders here. Kush General now coming in, getting a charge in onto these Silver Shield Swordsmen here. 54 seconds left. Silver Shield Pikemen here holding against a couple of units of the Lusitani nobles here. Do have a unit of Balearic slingers pushing their way up, probably going to just come around, get a side charge in onto that silver shield pikeman there. Last Seleucid general here trying to do his best, using the whip actually. He's activated an attack ability. Who is he fighting? I think he was trying to take some of the Kushite Royal Guard general out, but that is going to be the end of the battle. Wow. Fantastic defense. Fantastic defense. And this sally out over on this side was just absolutely needed. I mean, this army on this side got pretty much destroyed by the Macedonian cavalry, the 2 units of the guerrillas, and the 1 unit of Scutari cavalry for Lusitani. Well done. Very well done. Fantastic defense. That's really all I can say. Fantastic defense. Let's get into the army comps here. We will start off with Kush. Kush general here, 119 kills. African Anjur, 91. Getting into his archers here, all of them doing really great. 142, 111, 116, and 118. Kushite Pike, 76 and 141. Shoto Warriors, 109, 165, 130, 167, 160, 119, and 111. Slave Infantry here with 3 kills. And the Swordsmen, 87, 153, 11, and 25. Getting into Gandalf here, again, thanks to for the replay. His Lusitani Noble General, 75 kills. Scutari kills here with 62. This unit of Balearic Slingers didn't actually even see combat. Balearic Slingers here, 58, 74, and 104. Guerrilla Warriors, 53 and 50. Iberian Swordsmen, 107, 62, and 167. Getting into his Lusitani Nobles, 25, 33, and 64. Veteran Shield Warriors, 58, 87, 76, 152, 71, and 101. And Macedon here, being commanded by Zidrak Odoikin. Shield Bearers General, 69. Thessalian Cavalry, this is the one that got shot by all the archers there. They unfortunately did not get any kills, but the other unit, 129 kills. A lot of those were archers, so well done by the other unit of Thessalian Cavalry here. Mercenary Cretan Archers, 45, 90, 25, and 68 for the Rhodian Slingers. Foot Companions, 102 and 69. Hoplites, 47, 60, 20, 53, and 44. But again, Spears, not really important for them getting a whole lot of kills. They held choke points where they needed to hold them to allow for the ranged units to get some really good kills. Thorax Swordsmen, 55 and 18, and these units of Thurio Spears, 77, 88, 61, and 77. Getting into the attackers here, Zesty with his Seleucid army, Silver Shield Swordsman General, 219 kills. Very well done there. His Greek Ballista only with 1 kill. As at Knights, 95, and the Citizen Cavalry with 26. This is the army that got sallied out on. Okay. So Syrian Heavy Archers, 4, 30, 89, and 50. Royal Peltasts, 119. Silver Shield Pikemen, 34 and 179. So well done there. Silver Shield Swordsman here, 122 and 38. And getting into his Thorax Swordsman, 0, 34, 8, and 41. Getting into the Mighty Gato here, his Silver Shield General, 90 kills. His Greek Ballista is 170. Getting into his archers, some doing okay, others not really. 35 and 32, 83 and 87. His Hillmen, probably just, they were used for the siege equipment there, so throwaway units pretty much. 19, 5, and 2. Royal Peltasts, 166, 98, 186, 224 with this unit, solid. Thorax Pikemen, 75 and 65. Getting into his Thorax Swordsman, 142, 100, 98, 123, and 44. And finally, we have Alpha X War Chief, his Silver Shield General with only 35 kills. His Ballista, 107, Citizen Cavalry with 33. His archers doing really well, though. 163, 147, 137, and 106. His units of Hillmen got destroyed there. Silver Shield Pikemen, 288. Silver Shield Swordsman, 112 and 139. Other unit of Pikemen, Thorax Pikemen here, 68. And the rest of his army is Thorax Swordsman here. 4, 143, 34, 111, 23, 44, 48, and 19. So yeah, guys, like I said, very solid defense. There were some points there where Seleucid was able to make a little bit of ground into the settlement, but unfortunately their push was just not strong enough to be able to break the lines of Kush, Lusitani, and Macedon. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like and share the video if you want. You can comment on the video as well. And please continue to subscribe to the channel. Over 450 subscribers at this point. So guys, thank you very much. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.